You ever sit in a room so beautiful it almost mocks you, floor-to-ceiling windows, sunlight kissing crystal chandeliers, and every sparkle feels like it's laughing at you? That's what it felt like that day. The Rosemont Grand. My hotel. My masterpiece, and yet, somehow, I was still the outsider in my own building. They didn't know I owned it. Them, I was still the quiet one, the sister with a modest job, the one who never quite measured up. But that afternoon, everything changed. Wife's sister Veronica sat across from the wedding coordinator, her perfect hair catching the light like she practiced it. Her fiancé, Brandon, had that polished smile rich men's sons are born with. My mother sat at the head of the table, because of course she did, her designer purse displayed like a trophy. Me? They'd placed me in the corner chair, the courtesy seat. Veronica called it. A decorative guest in my own story. The coordinator, Amanda, was talking about packages, floral arrangements, staff counts, when she mentioned the total, $480,000. Nobody even blinked except Brandon, who whistled under his breath. That's significant, he said. It's my dream wedding, Veronica answered. We'll make it work. And then, all eyes landed on me. Maybe Rachel wants to help, she said, half smiling, half sneering that I should have let it slide, but something inside me, something that had stayed quiet for years, decided it was done being small. I'll cover it, I said. All of it. The air froze. You could hear the hum of the chandelier lights. Mom leaned forward. You'll what? I'll pay for the venue. The full amount. Their silence was loud. Then came the laughter, the kind people do when they think you're joking but also when they're afraid you might be serious. Rachel, Mom said carefully, where would you get that kind of money? My accounts. Veronica's smile twisted. Your accounts? You live in a one-bedroom and drive a Civic. What accounts? I kept my voice calm. Savings. Please, she scoffed. Don't embarrass yourself. Normal people don't just have $500,000 lying around. Maybe I'm not normal, I said quietly. That's when the room changed. Suspicion crept in like smoke. Mom's tone turned cold. If that money didn't come from somewhere legitimate, we don't want it. You think it's illegal? I asked. She didn't answer. She didn't need to. They refused my help, called it charity. Said they wanted their wedding to be respectable. So I watched as they panicked. Their deadline to pay the deposit was 45 minutes away. They didn't have the money ready. Brandon called his parents. My mother called my father. Everyone was scrambling, wires, transfers, cut-off times. And the whole time, Veronica's voice kept getting sharper. This is your fault, she hissed at me. You made us look desperate. I wanted to laugh. Desperate was watching someone drown and insisting the water's not that deep. Then the hotel manager walked in, Michael Torres, the same man I'd personally hired 2 years ago. Veronica straightened immediately, as if she could intimidate him with posture. We just need one more day for the deposit, she said. Michael smiled politely. I'm afraid that's not possible. Policy requires full payment by the deadline. Then get the owner, my mother snapped. Surely they can make an exception. Michael glanced at me. I gave him a small nod. The owner, he said slowly, is already here. He turned toward me. Miss Rachel Chen. The owner of the Rosemont Grand. For a heartbeat, no one breathed. Not Veronica. Not my mother. Not even me. Veronica's mouth fell open. You're not, it's public record, Michael said gently. Miss Chen purchased the property 3 years ago. I stood up. My hands were steady now. I built this place, I said. Every inch of it. Well, you all thought I was just the hotel girl. No one spoke. Veronica's eyes were glassy. Mom just stared at me like she was meeting a stranger. You wanted the Rosemont Grand because it represents success, I said. Well, congratulations. You're sitting in it. I turned toward the window, the harbor glowing gold in the setting sun. When I bought this hotel, I promised myself I'd never beg for acceptance again. And I meant it. I looked back at them one last time. If you still want the venue, I told Amanda softly, the date's open. But they'll have to apply like everyone else. And then I walked out. Sometimes, silence is louder than applause. That day, I didn't win an argument. I reclaimed my voice. Funny thing about power, it's quiet. It doesn't scream. It doesn't beg to be seen that it just waits, until the moment everyone realizes they've been looking down on the one who built the floor beneath their feet.